I just made $200,000 on Stan Store in the past 6 months. Let me know in the comments right now if you want me to show you exactly how I did it and tell you all the behind the scenes stuff. Let me know if you're ready. Say, I'm ready. Show me. Yes, and you can do this too. All right. So here's what the dashboard looks like. So you could just see that evidence right away. Okay, so it says 202,000, 211. So I reached it yesterday and now I already have 202,000. And you can just see here in the last 14 days how much I made. Let's see if it'll show up. See, it's the last 7 days, 10,000 in the last week. And the last 14 days, 26,000. So the previous week was even better. And I had 400 signups, 1,314 visits. So almost 100 visits per day. And that's what's going on. That's what I'm doing. And I wanted to show you too, not only did I make $200,000 in just 6 months and pretty steadily, but I'm also currently in a contest that I wasn't even really trying to win. See if I can show you this. I'm in a contest. You see, this is me, Arlan Hamilton. I'm number 3 out of 4,006 people for Gary V's stand competition. So since let's see, October 8th through December 12th is where it's going to. So since October 8th, I've made $84,000, 329. Okay, so I want to tell you about Stan itself, and I want to tell you what I think you could do. Now, this is not a guarantee that you're going to make any money. I cannot make those types of guarantees, but I can show you how I did it and show you that it's pretty simple for most people. I'll even show you like what people are selling to get this, like to be on this level. And you don't have to make like, 80,000, 100,000 a month or anything like that. What if you made 5,000 a month? 5,000 a month or 3,000 a month selling digital products or selling one-on-one time with you or courses or like that's what's really cool about it. So if you go over here to Stan, these are the options you have. This is a paid kind of thing, but I think, you want to invest a little bit because this is something when I say invest, like put money towards buying this platform because it has high leverage. You know, most people what they see when they see like, oh, it's $29 a month or it's $100 a month, they think, oh my God, that's 1,000 plus a year for the 100. Don't think of it like that. Think of it like, what can I do in the first 30 days that makes that money back and makes it look like child's play? Makes it look like, of course, a no-brainer that I got that. That's what I do. If you think about in 6 months, I spent about $600 on Stan, but I made $200,000. So if I had spent $600 and I made $1,200, so 200 a month, that would still be worth it. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what I would do, but I would compare these. So I'm on the Creator Pro, and I'm on it because it has email marketing, which is your email nurture sequence. That is so important. It's like the most important thing that I've done. I have discount codes that are okay, but upsell offers are really, really cool. And then I can offer payment plans, which is like if it costs $99, people can pay it in 3 installments, which really helps them. So I get more sales, but I get all of it up front because it's like Afterpay and Klarna and things like that. It's a buy now, pay later method that you get when you get the Creator Pro version. I can do affiliate payments, which aren't as important to me on this in particular because Stan's affiliate payments aren't that great. And then I get pixel tracking if I want to do ads or if I want to see where where certain things came from, like where did my traffic come from? And then you get all of this on the 29. You get it's mobile optimized, you have calendar invites and you can book one-on-one calls, you get all the analytics, you get unlimited courses, checkout one tap, subscriptions, etc. It's really, really awesome. And you can build your email list with it. So what I've done for Black Friday, if you're interested at all, if you're like, oh, this looks cool and I want to learn more in this video, but I don't want to do it by myself, what I just did was launched, it's a $2,500 workshop series. So I do 4 workshops. It costs $2,500. And these are 2-hour workshops that are incredibly powerful. And it normally costs $1,500 per workshop with me, but you get all 4 for $2,500. And in fact, for Black Friday, I had to go even harder on this. So It's only $9.99. It's only less than $1,000. You get 60% off for Black Friday. So if you're seeing this during Black Friday, run, do not walk and get it because you know how fast that happens. It's over in a blink of an eye. If you're seeing this after Black Friday, it's still okay. It's just $2,500. And I teach you everything that helped me make $200,000. So you get these workshops, you get all kinds of things added to it. And you get, it's called Stan OS. So you get the full operating system behind what I did. So not only do I teach you in these workshops, which are very valuable, and you can get the replays if they happen when you're not available live, but you get the actual operating system that you can install that does what I'm teaching you, if that makes sense. So you're saying, I know exactly what you're asking right now. And if you are asking this in your mind, put it in the comments that I was right. You're saying, what time are these workshops? Because I need to know if I can make it. They are, as of now, they're at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern in the United States. But anybody around the world can watch, depending on where you are. And then if you cannot make it live, they're available the same day as a replay that you can rewind and get some takeaways from. And they're all very powerful. And then the OS that you get, I break down the OS step by step so that you're never alone with it. It's really, really great and it's helpful. And I know that it should be like a $5,000 situation. Five or even more. But I wanted to make it accessible, so it's 2,500 normally, and then it's $999 only, 60% off during the Black Friday sale, which is from now until December 1st. So jump in while you can. So how did I do it? Well, first thing I did was I experimented with different products. So on Stan, what you can do is you can actually choose different types of products to add to your store. So you can add um, digital products, which is my favorite, which is where I made the bulk of the money, which are mini courses, MINI, small courses, videos that teach somebody one thing really well and gives them results fast. And so I would price those personally, I price them between, let's call it $27 and $4.99. And then I would always have them on sale for some price. Like sometimes I would have it for $199 if it's normally $4.99 or even $167. And then sometimes, like right now, if you are savvy, you'll go to stan.store/Arlan and you'll see some insane Black Friday sales on my courses that are going to change on December 1st. But what you do with that is what I just did. It's like getting paid to get customers because you basically are selling mini courses that are going to help people right away. So that's what you want to do, help them with something. You're going to charge less than $200 for it, even like $7, 27, 17, $47. Those numbers work well. And what you're going to do is you're going to prove to them that you're good at what you're doing and that they can trust that you're helpful to them. And then because you have all these other features like the email nurture sequence and the upsells, you can actually raise the amount per person, call it the lifetime value or LTV per customer, because when they're checking out, you're either giving them a bonus that they can add to their cart in the moment, which I teach you during Stan OS, right? Or or you are sending them email updates and saying, hey, I have this product too that can complement what you have. Or if you have any questions, ask me and I'll tell you what product is best. And that nurture sequence is where I've seen 75% up to 75% of sales. So for me, it's probably half half right now. It used to be like three-fourths of my sales were in the email nurture, but I've gotten so good at deciding on the products and making the products, the sales pages really good on Stan and making the upsells really good that a lot of mine happen the moment somebody goes to the page. So they go to the page, they see, oh my God, I'm getting all of this for this amount of like all this value for just a low price. And then I get to get even more value if I add on this upsell or this order bump. And then I might get it, you might get an email that says, hey, you just took this course, this other course is going to help you go to the next level. And then it's sort of a no-brainer. So that's how they work hand in hand. And that's where the majority of people who have a stand store, if they even have one, that's really cool because I don't think people are quite catching on yet that they should have one. But if they have one and they're not doing well, it's usually a few reasons. One of a few reasons. Either their product itself is just not good. It's not as good as they think it is. And they need to have a better product, which is one of the things I can help you look at when you're in Stan OS in these workshops. I can help you look at your product and think about your product in a better way. And a lot of times it's just simply that. It's the product doesn't stand on its own. It's not giving a fast enough or clear enough transformation. It's too broad. It's like, oh, it's a nice to have. It's a vitamin, but it's not a painkiller. And so I've done a good job of finding these painkillers of like, let me help you. You can go to stand.store/Arlan and you can see the different things that I'm selling. And that'll help you understand what I think a good product is. Now, not everything that I sell on Stand is on that front page because you can also add sort of hidden landing pages, which is again is like this advanced way of doing things that most people don't know about. You could add these hidden landing pages that are just for one product so that you don't have people distracted by any other type of product that you don't want them to have. So I do that a lot, like with my prompt shop in a box. I sell it through Stand, um, different things like that, where I have like you can set up special routing for your customers. But you can go to stand.store/Arlan, take advantage of that Black Friday sale on either Stan OS or the individual courses and see, even more important, like be a pro at this and like look at it from a pro's point of view, which is not just to get the stuff, but to look at what I'm doing too. So it's either your product is not great or it's your pricing. You're either pricing, like it's hard to price too little if we're being honest, right? Like the lower you price something, the more of a chance that people are going to give it a try. But it is easy to overprice something. And when you're doing digital products or you're doing mini courses, sometimes, and even one-on-one calls, which is one of the types of products you can do on Stan, and one of the types I teach you, when you're sometimes we overprice because we're like, well, it's worth $300. So why in the world, or it's worth 1,000 and I'm charging 300. Why would I charge 30 for this? That's crazy. But you have to understand if you're just getting started, or if you have a large audience even and you want to get some momentum going, you have to give people a reason to just feel like this is a no-brainer. Like this is incredibly valuable for what I'm paying so that they get into your world and into the mix. And then you can offer them other things that are priced more fairly, if that makes sense. So what I see a lot of people who are making the mistake early on is that they're looking at other people and they're like, well, they're charging $1,500 for a one-on-one coaching, so I'm going to do that. You definitely can. You absolutely can do that, and you're worth that. But I would test it too and see, is there a product I can sell for $7, for $17, for $20 that just gets people in the front door? If this is making sense to you, let me know in the comments and below, and let me know by subscribing to this channel if you're not already subscribed. Sometimes we forget. And if you're watching this on a television right now, I know it's hard to comment because I watch most of my YouTube on TV. So I always want to comment, but I can just read the comments. You have to go to like your phone or your mobile, whatever, to do a comment. But you can subscribe quite easily on TV. So you just take your remote and you look for my channel icon with my picture and you click on that, and then that tells you how to subscribe. It just gives you an option to subscribe. So that's what I would do. Just make sure you're subscribed. Check it anyway, even if you think you are, and just see if you are. But let me know. So you have your offer itself, your pricing, then the simplicity of Stan, I think, is what makes it so easy to purchase on it. Because I use Stan, I use School, and I use Lovable. And sometimes, I'll use them together. A lot of times I'll use them together. For instance, with my prompt shop in a box, I sell it on Stan. That's the checkout mechanism because it is easy to do. But I have a Lovable landing page, sales page that sometimes leads people into it. And on the back end, you go into a school of mine in order to get Prompt Shop in a box. So I use all three for that product, and it's one of my most, it's like my best seller. It's my absolute bestseller when it comes to like smaller digital products. So if you think about it, it's like these layers. So this is the type of thing I'll be teaching you inside of Stan OS, where I'll show you exactly word for word, step by step, what I do and exactly how you can apply it. But that's just the idea for you, so you can start working with ChatGPT, or you can get into Stan and just start tinkering, and you can build something very similar. If you look at my page on Stan, you can mimic what I'm doing. You can mimic what I'm doing. So another thing that was helpful, obviously, is like, okay, you have the whole setup. Stan makes it so simple for you. But how do you get people to view your offer? That's the number one question people are asking. Let me tell you, you're going to have to do some work there. You're going to have to put yourself out there. And I know that fear is holding a lot of people back. So that's one of the things we talk about in Stan OS is that fear of putting yourself out there, whether that's posting on social where you know you're going to have to do it, or that is maybe doing YouTube videos, and maybe you can do faceless, but still like doing it. Some people don't even like their voice out there. Whether that's selling, like the act of selling, or asking someone they know if they would like to buy from them, all of those things that are holding you back are really important. So we definitely go over that as a small part of the overall Stan OS, the system, the workshops, etc. Because, and we do that day one. So as soon as you sign up for it, you get that information because it's going to be the thing that holds you back. I know that John is the name of the Stan Store founder and CEO, and he said recently that the number one driver of success on Stan that he has seen, and I study this like all day long, right? He said the number one driver is how many people you can get to your Stan Store. It's not how many people click on a video. It's not how many people comment. It's not how many people say they love you. It's how many eyes can you get on your Stan Store front page. It's that volume. And the way that you get that volume is by putting yourself out there. But Gary Vee said recently in the same conversation that he believes that in the next 6 or 7 years, I know 6, 7, whatever, he said though, in the next 6 or 7 years, that because of the way that, he's been able to predict things for decades over and over and over again. He predicted TikTok's value, he predicted all this stuff. And he said that in 5 years or so, it's going to be so much more difficult to promote your offer and your product and your business online because it's going to be dominated by other things where a lot of money and a lot of influence is the power. So those of us who are working now to create authority and influence and dominance will do well there, will outperform. And those of us who are too afraid to put ourselves out will not. But on top of that, the people who are just getting started right now and through the next 5 years, will have the advantage because it is the easiest thing, it's easiest time to put yourself out there from scratch, put up a YouTube video, put up an Instagram post, put up a LinkedIn post, and actually have people find you and actually have people click through to see your offer. What Gary Vee is saying, and he makes hundreds of millions of dollars a year doing this, so he pays attention. What he's saying is, these are the good old days. These are the good times for us, these next 5 years. So we have to push through fear in order to get to what the results that we want. So that's why I'm doing this. This is why I have this video going for you. I want to spark something in you right now to say, like, it is time. It is time. I've been working with my sprinters on this 100-day sprint, and there's a premium sprint going on, which is a private group that I have. And I'm telling you, they are pushing through boundaries in such magical and amazing ways because they're knocking down fear one step at a time. A lot of the other stuff is just super simple to teach. Like, how do you set up your Stan Store? How do you do this? Or how do you sell? Or how do you promote? That stuff is like, you can find videos about that all day long. But it's this mindset shift of, oh, it's okay for me to ask for something. It's okay for me to want to not work for somebody else. It's okay for me to put my name and my face out there, even if I think a few friends might think less of me, because they're not paying your bills. There just aren't. And we have to make something work for ourselves. So let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you. If you're not able to join the Stan OS right now, just because it's a little bit too much for you, go to it anyway, click on it and see if you get, especially on desktop, I believe, see if you get an option to do the payment plan. The payment plan may be right for you because, again, it's making that investment in yourself early on and then going in and seeing how you can make that back for yourself. And if it still is not, it's still not accessible to you, that's all okay. When you don't have a lot of money, you need to create time. And when you don't have a lot of time, you need to spend money, right? So when you don't have a lot of money, you spend more time. When you don't have a lot of time, you spend more money. So if you don't have a lot of money or any money to buy this, and I think you do, you can find a way. But if you don't, spend time going through my YouTube videos, going through other people's videos that talk about Stan. Go to other people's Stan pages. See what they're doing. See what they're doing that's effective. Let me show you what I mean, because I said this earlier that I would show this to you. If you go over here to the Stan contest, you can see, success leaves clues. So let's not even say top 10 because they may have like a big audience like I do. Let's just go a little bit lower, like to 5,000. What is Jess doing? Jess has a free lead magnet, which is cool. It's pretty long. I'd probably want to shorten that if I were her. But she has this awesome thing that made her $5,000 in like a month and a half. And she has an $11 on the screen. It looks different to me, so I'm gonna share it again. She has an $11 ready to write your life right now manifestation. So let's click on that, see what that really is. I'm here to help you achieve your goals. It's a community that she built. It's $11 a month. Okay, that's cool. So they have communities on Stan. I don't use them because I use school for that. But I totally think that's great. She's doing it. And then she has a social media audit for Instagram or Facebook for $77. Or she has a 90-minute one-on-one call to Quantum Leap or 10x your business. And that's 1,111. So you see, she likes these numbers. And I'm thinking these are like people who know numerology know that these numbers mean something. And then she has a book, a 45-minute one-on-one marketing strategy for 777. Now, I don't know where she's getting her 5K or even if she has any hidden products, but you see how she has variety and she's not afraid to step out and charge things. So she has something that's like free that brings, so she can do some email nurturing with Stan. Then she has something for $11 that most people are going to see. Most people are not going to scroll down and see this. So they're going to see this and get into her world, and then she can promote this. Making sense? Okay, let's look at a couple others because I think it'll be helpful. Give me a sec. Let me know in the comments if this is making sense to you, if this is helpful to you. That's all I want, All I want to do is be helpful to you. So let's go over here to the activities. So many activities. Okay, the page is not coming up for me for some reason. Let's try this. Okay. So let's find someone else. Let's say I don't think I want to look at Epic Smasher. I think I can skip that one for now. Let's look at Tasha and health and wellness, 5,093. So Tasha has a lead magnet. Do you see a theme here? Lead magnet. She has a 295 consult. That's normally 495. She has, and this is what Stan does really cool too. You can put the normal price and have it scratched out, and then you can put your price. You'll see that on my store too. And then she has a monthly plan at 147. See if she has any other ones. She has a $7 guide. I'm trying to tell you, she's doing these things to get you in. So health and wellness, this is not about business. This is not like she has a huge audience, I'm going to say. Let's see if there's another in business coaching, spirituality, and psychic, $3,500. She's made in just a month and a half. She has euros, so 11 euros again with this 11 2022 or 22 euros. And you can book a one-on-one with her for 75 euros. Are you getting it? Is this making sense? Let's look at mine. So I have this Black Friday sale right now. If you click on here, it's what I just mentioned to you. It's the Black Friday sale. Okay, so this is the Stan OS that I want you to get into. But I also have this lead magnet that I have thousands of people who have signed up to this lead magnet. I have a $45 birthday bundle, which has like ridiculous amount of value. And it's literally $2,000 in value for $45. And I'll have that up as long as I can. I have some crazy Black Friday sales. So this is $7 when it's normally $199. And usually it's like $47 on sale, but it's $7 today and multiple others. And I have all of these because what's going to happen, like this one, I couldn't make it less than 49 because these sales and conversion, like it's a $500 course. The AI one is too. So I made it as low as humanly possible. But the reason that I have this here is because once you take this course, this first impressions course, you're going to know, like, think about it from the point of view of me thinking about my audience. Once you take one of these courses that I spend time on building and I know is helpful, I know is over delivers, you're going to say, oh, I wonder what else Arlan could be helpful with. So let me go back to Stan Store and buy more. So I have a lot of repeat customers. And then I can also have email nurture sequence that helps people get to know me more. I send them over to my YouTube videos or I send them over here. And then I'll also link to a product that might be helpful to them. So I teach you all of this in Stan OS, detailed, step by step. You get everything you'll ever need for Stan to be successful in launching. I can't promise that you'll earn from it, but I can tell you that I'll give you everything you need to start. All right. Hopefully this is helpful, and I'm stoked about the 200K. I'm very proud of it. I feel like, I just do this every day as an individual entrepreneur, have a great time with it, and yeah, it's fun. Okay, I'll check you out later.